The first store we visited is Euclid Records, located in Webster Groves.
The store opened in 1981 down in the Central West End, and it was pretty much used records, used CDs, and then the owner expanded into two stores, eventually combining both stores into one, which became this store. So it's been in business for many, many years. We've been in this location for about 5.5 years. There's something about vinyl that's still, the analog process is different. It's a matter of what sounds best to your ears, and any way you listen to music is fine, but there is something really special about vinyl, especially if you're not used to it. The first time you hear it, it really does sound different. It has texture, it has a warmth to it that compressed files, no matter how good your players are, just don't have. There's also the whole tactile thing of holding a piece of art in your hand.
Euclid had a warm, welcoming atmosphere with an added vintage feel. They had a wide variety of genres, new and old, including a section with music from around the world. The store is located nearby in downtown Webster, but it's not on the main strip. Euclid's records were a little more expensive than some of the places we visited, but not the most expensive. The store was very organized, but may be harder to navigate if it's your first time.
The next store we visited was Planet Score Records, located in Maplewood.
Probably have more, 60s, 70s, 80s. But I mean, we carry some new releases. We don't get everything, you know.
Right.
We're not going to get all the top 40 pop radio stuff because most people are just downloading that anyways, or ordering off Amazon or something, and you can't really compete with that. So we kind of, we've got pretty broad taste, so we kind of stick with that, and then we'll venture off into other avenues. Customers are looking for stuff, or just, something we hear about that we think we should get into the store.
Overall, the store managed their limited space well. However, it lacked any unique quirks. The perfect place to look for a rare old record, but there was limited selection on newer releases. Planet Score is located in the main strip of downtown Maplewood, but parking was difficult. Out of the stores we visited, Planet Score had the best price for what you bought. The records that were on display were easier to navigate, but not everything was completely organized.
The next store we visited was Vintage Vinyl, located in the Delmar Loop.
So Vintage Vinyl opened, there were two owners originally. They started selling records in 1980 at the Soulard market. And then it just kind of started to expand from there. A lot of people were, coming and buying them, and they're like, we might just need a store. So they opened up a little further down the street this way on Delmar, like in, I think 1982, somewhere in there. And then they kind of expanded a little more, and they moved to this location in like the early 90s, 91, somewhere in that area. And now it's what it is today. Only something for myself. I kind of dabble with a little bit of digital stuff at times, but my main focus is always the physical. It's nothing like a good book that you can open up and read and actually have in your hands and take in. So I think people are kind of starting to recognize that a lot more, and actually have that kind of essence of something that you can physically hold. And I know for me, still to this day, I kind of get hypnotized watching records just, play, because it's like, this little needle is actually producing this big of a sound.
Vintage Vinyl was decorated throughout the store. There was a very festive and inviting feel. Vintage Vinyl was one of the bigger stores we went to, and the entire area was used to display a wide variety of music. The store is located in one of the biggest hotspots in St. Louis, the Delmar Loop. Its pricing was generally the highest out of all the stores we visited. Throughout the store, there were signs which directed you towards different genres, but it's easy to get caught up in the wide selection.
The last store we visited was the Record Exchange, located in downtown St. Louis.
The Record Exchange has been around for 41 years. Had 11 stores at one time. One now, but we're looking for a bigger building to make it bigger. But we carry everything from all categories. So hopefully whoever walks in the door will have what they want or need. We don't carry new product, we're strictly used, but one of the biggest used stores in the country. People still want to relate to what they grew up with and what they know best. Vinyl's been around a long time. It's having a resurgence right now because the younger generation is finding out about it. But I've dealt with vinyl more than anything for 41 years. Still do.
It was well decorated, but since there is so much material, it's very crowded, which detracts from the overall mood of the store. Amazing selection. It's known for having one of the biggest record collections in the country, and there are used records for every genre. It's located in a mostly residential area, which is a bit of a drive from Kirkwood if you're only going there. The store was organized, but could probably use a bigger location for the amount of records that were there. Most records were fairly priced, but some more rare editions could get expensive.
Although the stores all had their strengths and weaknesses, we believe that they're all worth a visit when shopping for vinyl.